These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 50, plant. Slam. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Elway. Throw left side, complete to Moss. A good pickup there at 22. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the point. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's James. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 3rd down, It's James, and he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got to put my be a double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All that. Man, I never knew that we had a limit on the internet like this because we never go over.
It's Ross, complete.
You know what I'm saying?
17 yards and a giant first down.
And the key number on that play, 3.
Third play of the drive, 3rd down,
spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Oh, why my motherfucker bill $110 over with the
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exactly the same thing. I'm talking about contract. This ain't no prepaid shit. You know what I'm saying? This is stupid.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much. Maybe a
that's what I
said.
Shit. I might well go
the gain of 2 and the gain of 1 that time.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
70, Indy.
On
3rd down. Elway. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We're scoreless after 1. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Elway. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw is Elway. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here we go! 90 Wolf!
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right there, 56. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
That's a 95-yard drive, boy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Set, back, 60 yards. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Cunningham to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Oh, make you a block.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
First down, Giants.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Elway. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Sanders. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
From the red zone now, Elway on 1st down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Cunningham looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Cunningham completes it to the tight end Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
57, Mike, 57.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at the 43-yard line.
I got paid this motherfucker San Francisco and
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Chuck, what the fuck are you doing?
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Should have went with the Hail Mary. You have it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To step up in the pass.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, 4 down.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Topper, topper. Gone. Deep grip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Cunningham. And his throw is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Cunningham complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Got some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
They come out here in the eye. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham.
Let's go.
And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Yeah, goal line stand right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And some strong running. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Shut your mouth.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it.
That shit bumping. Fuck everybody else talking about.
3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
That nigga was easy.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Elway. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there.
Started up nickel and dime, and I came That's it,
44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
I mean, if you're going to give me my time to shine, I'm going to eat.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They run it with James. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the ball.
Down this big.
Get the fuck out of here.
To forget, absolutely. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Elway. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now Elway to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Good shit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2nd and 13. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. 5.
After the interception, here's Elway. Open man is Ross, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Elway wants to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Again, it's Elway. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Elway looking to pass again and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position.
Byron
They'll
Jones
start
is making
at the
plays all over the
32-yard
field
line.
against his old team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Cunningham to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
You got him, OG?
That is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. The big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.
Make tough catches.
But now, it's about taking the ball away.
Taking
away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3
Our receivers
takeaways
don't
in this
make
one,
tough catches,
and it
bro.
led them to victory.
Niggas making tough catches
Let me
the
know
whole
right
game.
So for the
OG
Giants,
played the Super Bowl
they're
in
setting
playoff
themselves up as a
day,
major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.
I was in the party
and they'll try to
watching
get
the
back to
game.
their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Damn.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis.
Back to the drawing.
Back to the drawing board is right. I can't believe it was.
Bro, I don't look. I don't even want to. I don't know, bro. No, I don't know right now.
You gotta know something.
You gotta know something, D.
I know what the game plan was, but I don't know where. I don't know. Bro.
Hey, that first drive, you came out strong. I had to make a switch. But that was your only one.
Nah, well, I mean, there's 3 scores.
Well, and that big run you made,
the big run,
fumble on the goal line,
and the one where the nigga was out of bounds. I thought he hit the pylon.
Dog. I thought you was gonna score.
I heard OG say they robbed you on that one.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I negative?
That nigga ran that bitch 80 yards. I hawked him down and tackled him on the 1. He came back and ran a dive and got nailed. That's my only heart, B. Bro, can I get 2 offensive linemen from you? You got about 17.99s, B.
Why the fuck is my shit in the negative on money, man?
I would definitely tip Isaiah Simmons back. He definitely did, just like Byron Jones had a field day against his old team. Well, that solidified my top division spot. NFC East is back in control.
You don't let him talk to you like that?
Shit, what the fuck can I say? What the fuck can I lost? What the fuck? Shit.
That truck, I know you ain't from Memphis. We talk shit even in defeat. What is you talking about? Like, oh, you got supremacy? Fuck that supremacy.
Yeah, man. How was it negative 40 million last week at a home game?
Now, see, I ain't gonna lie to you. This division gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm not saying shit, bro. We gotta get this shit together. We get our offense together. My receivers gotta make plays, though, bro. My receivers don't make no catches. They don't make it. They only make underneath catches. That nigga Moss. Wow. 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 That's all I'm gonna say to that.
That nigga can only say one word.
Wow.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say, B.
Was you doing it like that, OG? It was just happening.